guys, so just like I promised, I was gonna come right back, give you guys another video of the fragrances that I wore this week. If my memory serves me correct, I have them. I just went through and I didn't see videos of these 5 fragrances, so this is what I'm gonna rock with. First up, well, let me grab actually what I had on today, and I already told you guys what I wore today. The one I wore today is by the house of Kenneth Cole, and this is Blue. And like I said in an earlier video, Trey Sense was the one who talked about this one because he has it in his collection. And I was interested. I saw it. I jumped on it. It was a cheapie, and I'm not disappointed. I told you guys earlier, I got one compliment. I actually got another compliment from a source that I wasn't expecting it to come from, because he does not like any of the fragrances that I wear. Even though they are some of the best fragrances on the market, such as Chanel, Allure Homme, Eau Extreme, or Extreme, and you know, some other of my decent stuff. He liked this one, and it was my son. I got a compliment earlier this morning from a nurse or a CNA. She said I smelled good. And then I went to check on my son before I was, you know, on my way to ship off. Actually, I was going to work, but I was finna ship off some fragrances first for somebody. And I stopped by to check on my son, and when I went in the house, he was at his aunt's house. And when I walked in the room, he said, "You smell good." And I really didn't expect that, because I've sprayed some of the nicest fragrances I have, and my son don't like nothing. And him and my friend, the one I tried to do the video with a couple days ago of her top 10 fragrances in my collection, and everything I spray for her and him, they either smell like tobacco, or it smell like what else do they say? Something else that it don't even smell like, but they always say it smell like something off, like molded wood or some shit. I'm like, the fuck are y'all smelling? I don't understand this shit. But anyway, that's what I wore today. Blue by Kenneth Cole. Very nice aquatic type scent. I think it has some kind of fruit in this. Whatever it is, it smells great. And I had to spray extra sprays of this. Like, I had to go heavy on the trigger with this one just to get some good projection off of it. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I probably would not have gotten that compliment. So, very inoffensive, very inexpensive also. Blue by Kenneth Cole. Yesterday, and I just talked about this one, I wore Insurrection Pure 2. And this is the one I just did the video on, and I said that the ladies, CNAs and nurses or whatever, smelled somebody, and I just stood there because I knew it was me, but I just stood there and let them talk just to hear what they was going to say. And it was a little bit of an uproar about this fragrance. They said I smelled good, or somebody smelled good, and they finally figured out it was me as the elevator doors was closing. So it was pretty funny. So for a $20 to $25 fragrance, you can't beat it. Smells like Creed Aventus in the opening. The dry down, it does change, but this is a damn good fragrance, and I got a lot of compliments that day I wore it. So now the rest of these are going to be kind of hard for me to do, because I don't remember which one I wore on what day, but I do know that this is one I wore. And I've actually been looking for this for a long time. And I think this has like blackberry and pineapple and something else in it. And it's actually another clone of Creed Aventus. Not a very well put together fragrance. But to me, it smells pretty decent. A lot of people don't like it. They say it's a synthetic mess. They say it's trash. It's an abomination. And, you know, everything is not for everybody. Trust me, I know this. Because I'm one of the people who like Creed Aventus. I've smelled several different batches of Creed Aventus. I even actually had a small sample of Creed Aventus sent to me by a subscriber, which is the legendary batch, so he said. And out of all the batches that I smelled, all of them smelled average to me, like regular cologne. And none of these clones, I will say, are better. All of them smell the same to me. Like, all of them smell like Creed Aventus. If it's not the top that smells like it, it's the dry down, like Club de Nuit Intense. Man, the opening smells nowhere near like Creed Aventus, but the dry down does. Well, this one smells like it pretty much all the way through, except this does not last that long. It gets me probably an hour, hour and a half of decent projection, and then after that it's a skin scent. No compliments when I wore this, but to me it smelled decent. Not something that I probably would wear to a function or, you know, a gathering or something like that. But, you know, if I was doing something leisure, yeah, I probably would spray this on. So it is what it is, guys. But you can find this one at TJ Maxx, Ross, Bells, Burlington, Marshalls. Now they're becoming very, very abundant. And I don't know why all of a sudden, after all this time of me being collecting English Laundry fragrances, in which I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I have like 8 or 9 fragrances from this house. I don't know why all of a sudden this one is popping up everywhere, but hopefully the rest of them will pop up. I think it's like a few more that should pop up sooner or later, but this one is nice to me. It's not the best, well blended, not the best blended, I should say, but it smells pretty decent. And despite what people say about this, it's okay in my book. Would I buy this again if it ran out? No. Because I will probably never run out of this, because I will not use it like that. So this is London by English Laundry. I know one day, I don't know if it was in this week, I think it was, I wore this fragrance, and I think I might have wore this Monday, and this is Jay-Z Gold. And this thing, I've only worn this once, and it was when I first bought it, and I think I bought this from Ross, and it didn't cost that much. It was like maybe 20 bucks, if that, and it smells very nice, has a fruity scent to it, kind of like Usher does. It lasted a pretty decent amount of time. I think I got about an hour and a half to 2 hours of projection out of this. About 4, maybe 4.5 hours of longevity, and then I did reapply throughout the day. But not a bad scent at all. It's pretty damn good. I like it. The top has nice detail to it. It's actually words on the top, and I'm not going to go through it again, but pretty good fragrance. Not bad at all. So if you don't have Jay-Z Gold and you're one of the low budget, inexpensive, friendly type people like me who ball on a budget, pick it up. I wouldn't recommend any of these fragrances that I'm showing you guys for somebody who has a niche collection or, you know, higher end fragrances. I wouldn't dare, because they would probably turn their nose up at me anyway if I tried to show them something like this. So this channel is not for those people, although somebody may enjoy the content and I appreciate it, but it is what it is. And last but not least, I think I wore this one either Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever. And this is from the house of Scuderia Ferrari, I should say. This is Scuderia Ferrari Forte. And I actually was, the first time I ever saw this was the day I bought it. and this came from Ross, and it was like, I don't know, 15 bucks maybe. And this is a 50 ml, no, 75 ml, I'm sorry. So if you see this box, and I'm a little bit of an advocate for 2 of the fragrances from this house. I have, I think, 3, maybe 4. One of them I don't care for at all because it don't really smell like anything to me. But this one and Scuderia Ferrari Black are my favorite. The black version is the one that has, I think, plum in it. I'm not sure what this one has in it. I did look the note breakdown up before I bought it, as I usually do, and the scent makes it smell like it has like cinnamon and maybe some kind of fruit in it, and that's what attracted me to it. It smells great. I think I got like, I want to say maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour of good, about an hour and a half, close to 2 hours of decent projection. Longevity was probably like 4 hours, maybe 4.5, which is not bad for a cheapie. Smells great. I don't think I got any compliments when I wore this one either, but it don't really matter at times. Just the ones I expect to do well are the ones that I expect to get compliments out of. I actually didn't expect it from Kenneth Cole Blue, but I got 2 compliments from that one. As weak as this Insurrection Pure 2 smelled to me when I first got it in, because the decant actually smells stronger than this one to me, but being that I got compliments off of it, it stirred up a little bit of a hornet's nest. It's actually pretty decent. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to end this video, and we're going to jump into one more video. So your boy trying to put in some work tonight. Peace.